But first, when supermodel Elle Macpherson revealed she rejected chemotherapy and radiation to fight her breast cancer, instead favouring an intuitive, heart-led, holistic approach, it scared the hell out of many medical professionals. They called it dangerous. Now attention is turning to the health guru who Elle says helped her navigate that controversial journey.
Why do you call yourself a doctor?
That is the legal right of a PhD. Thank you so much, but you can speak to my lawyer. I've been treating patients with cancer for most of my career.
I think these cases do have significant danger for patients.
Oh my gosh,
I
have a lawyer.
Elle Macpherson's health guru is under examination.
I've never claimed to be a medical doctor.
Celebrity doc Simone, spelt Simone, might not be medically trained, but she's under the microscope for claiming to be armed with a PhD in the Big C.
As a nutritionist and naturopath, I treat everything. I did a PhD in cancer.
Simone boasts she knows treatments to help beat cancer.
Your gut is a long pipe. It's from your mouth to your bottom.
I didn't feel I would do chemo and radio only because I had such a huge, what I call my wellness buffet. I had so much access to everything and anything. So I just didn't think that I would need that only because of my tried and tested protocol.
Her claims have alarmed the Australian Medical Association.
I have incredible concerns about that.
And needled Breast Cancer Network Australia.
These stories worry me so much of how it lands for the person who might be diagnosed today, starting to ask questions of themselves.
For the first time, Simone Laubsche's unscripted response to scrutiny of her bullish academic qualifications.
There is some concern that you have not been straight with people when it comes to your credentials or your medical background.
I don't have a medical background. I'm a nutritionist and I have a PhD.
And criticism of her bold, unorthodox excuse
me, I'm a
Is there a doctor here?
nutritionist.
Is there a doctor here?
I've been treating patients all over the world for many years.
Royalty, TV royalty, and runway royalty. Sydney-raised nutritionist Simone Laubsche brags she's helped them all. She was at her Rejuve Wellness Clinic in London 20 years ago when Elle Macpherson walked in.
She was in a bit of a pickle with her health and she wasn't feeling good.
Simone is Elle's friend, nutritionist, naturopath, business partner, and the brains behind popular supplements sold by the supermodel's Wellco company.
I'll answer it from a consumer point of view, and then Simone can answer it from a doctor's point of view.
Elle's book thrust Simone Laubsche into the spotlight. Soon after her breast cancer diagnosis, Elle wrote, Dr. Laubsche was one of the first people she contacted because Simone, quote, had many patients with cancer.
Elle penned, Dr. Laubsche helped her sort through various alternative and pharmaceutical treatment options. Elle said Simone was an angel and was relentless in assisting her to research the most suitable modalities for her diagnosis. These included chemotherapy and conventional allopathic medicine combined with natural and traditional medicine.
Some sweet potato.
Dr. Laubsche boasts about beating breast cancer by revisiting emotional trauma.
So I got the lump, and as I said, I didn't panic because I've been treating patients with cancer for most of my career. I knew there was an emotional root. My body made this tumour. If my body is clever enough to make it, it's clever enough to break it.
She says it worked for her.
When I saw my oncologist, she said, see you after the summer holidays in September. I'll do surgery, chemo, radio. And I'm like, give me 100 days and I'll probably be gone. Came back, the lump had gone. I made a
Okay,
mistake.
so you didn't go through chemo, didn't do radiation.
No, I didn't need to.
You did your own protocols and it worked.
Yeah.
That is phenomenal.
And her mum.
My mum's had cancer a couple of times. The first time we healed her physically. She never dealt with her trauma as a child. Oh, right, that's a thing? Okay, yeah, Mama, it's a thing. So we dealt with the trauma and then the cancer never came back.
Yay!
Simone ordered Elle's book off Amazon.
So honoured to have been part of Elle's wellness journey.
Laubscher says she also whips up a cocktail of wellness for patients who choose conventional medicine.
Because the chemo is like a dumb drug.
Right.
It kills the good, the bad and the ugly.
It does, yes.
So if someone wants to choose chemo, absolutely. That is their choice.
But given her promotion of what she says are tried and tested protocols to a global audience, we asked Elle's Angel if she offered similar advice to the body.
She didn't say I'm a medical doctor.
She said she
Excuse
consulted
me,
you
sir.
for alternative therapies.
Excuse me,
Simone,
sir.
Simone, don't you realise it's dangerous advising
I'm a
people medically
nutritionist.
if you're not medically
Excuse
trained?
me, sir. Excuse me.
Don't you?
I'm not a medical doctor.
Simone says she was not part of Elle's medical team, and we found no evidence Simone says she's a medical doctor. But some health experts are still concerned about what she does say.
I cured myself of my thyroid, so I can't be vegan.
Unlike medical doctors, naturopaths in Australia are unregistered, but they face sanctions if they breach a strict code of conduct. They must not claim or represent to be qualified, able or willing to cure cancer or other terminal illnesses, and if they do, they must be able to substantiate it. We asked Simone about substantiating her cancer treatments to us. She didn't answer the question. However, she brags online about a survival rate oncologists would envy.
I've only lost 3 patients in my whole 25-year career, and both of those 3 patients had, stage 3, stage 4 cancers.
I think you'd have every oncologist in the country singing from the rooftops if that's how we could cure cancer, but unfortunately the medical evidence just doesn't stack up with that.
Australian Medical Association President Dr. Catherine Austin believes Laubscher's claims are potentially harmful to vulnerable cancer sufferers.
I think any cancer patient out there would tell you if they could cure their cancer by shedding their emotional baggage, they would sign up for it tomorrow. And I think we need to be very, very cautious about that sort of practice.
Elle's revelation she beat breast cancer by shunning conventional treatment had a huge impact, according to Breast Cancer Network Australia's Kirsten Pilati.
And that's why BCNA actually responded very quickly with a psychologist, helping people to navigate what was going on for them emotionally when such media attention was upon them.
I did my master's degree, my PhD in nutrition and naturopathic medicine.
Simone Laubscher's academic record is as long as her supermodel mate's legs.
Bachelor of Science in Nutrition degree.
A master's degree in nutrition and in disorders. I'm doing another PhD at the moment in gut health. A master's degree in metabolic disorders and nutrition.
Including the big one.
I did a PhD in cancer.
What PhD do you have, Simone?
Excuse me, sir.
What is a PhD in cancer, Simone?
Oh my God.
Simone won't confirm to us where she earned her PhD. Previous reports state she got it from a defunct online institution, the Global College of Natural Medicine, which was never endorsed by US accreditation bodies. Simone told us she has a full certified copy of her PhD and a signed document from her current university confirming her PhD is being republished and will be available to the world. Laubscher maintains she's a member of various international governing bodies and certified naturopathic boards. We contacted 3 leading global naturopathy organisations, which told us Simone isn't a member and they don't recognise her degrees from the online college. The PhD in cancer, Simone.
Naturopathic health. My PhD is in urinary biomarker 8-OHCG, and I've got it all signed off an affidavit with my lawyer.
2 years ago, the University of New South Wales demanded Simone stop saying she had a bachelor's and master's degrees in nutrition and a PhD she was never awarded.
I studied in London, my first bachelor's in New South Wales Uni in Australia.
Simone says it was an honest mistake.
As a scientist, I understand how to rewire and refire neuroplasticity, to rewire the brain.
Have you embellished your credentials at all?
No, do you want to see my, I've actually got them signed off for stat deck on my, by my lawyer.
It raises the importance of people really understanding what a medical team looks like and what it should contain.
Companies including Macpherson's Wellco continued to promote Laubscher's UNSW PhD after the university demanded she stop falsely using it. Now they've either been changed or taken down. Welco told A Current Affair Simone is a qualified nutritionist and she was hired based on her degree from UNSW, a Bachelor of Sports Science, which the uni confirmed she was awarded in 1998. Until recently, Simone was still promoting studying nutrition at UNSW on LinkedIn.
When you look to a practitioner, you want to make sure that they're registered with a governing body and they actually have their insurance in place. That means their qualifications from university are of the highest level.
Why don't you practice what you preach?
Sometimes a terminal illness, by chance of God or by chance of whoever you believe in, will be cured simply because sometimes things happen. But unfortunately that is rare, and usually we know that that unfortunately doesn't happen, particularly with higher stage cancers.
Since we approached Simone Laubscher, her Rejuve bio has been reworked. It now includes, "I am not a medical doctor and never claimed to be."
I'm happy to have a look at those.
Developed 35 different products now, and then I did specific ones for fertility. Of course, I did specific ones for cancer. It's the same root, but different fruit. It's just there's an emotional block, there's an imbalance in the body.
Please remember that when people are diagnosed with cancer, they can be very vulnerable. And I want them to be surrounded with a strong team that gives them the very best options for life after a cancer diagnosis.
Bring back my energy.
From boldly claiming to treat cancer using her own Rejuve company protocols to nursing a reputation on life support. There goes Elle's angel, Dr. Simone Laubscher.
If you want to show me something, please show me. Don't run away. Don't run away. No need to run away. This is your chance.
And Simone said she would consider doing a formal interview if we met a number of conditions, such as saying her critics have declining mental faculties or are outright liars. We couldn't do that. However, Simone, our original offer still stands.